right, now I want to introduce a very special guest. He's kind of a special guy. It's Mike Blair, who is the guru over there at Honda of Houston, which is right actually in the parking lot of John Eagle Honda.
Yeah, now it's good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Morning, guys. Good to see you.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. Yeah, but it's really not part of the dealership. You just kind of the Honda. This is like the Honda corner here.
Honda headquarters right over
Honda,
here.
yeah.
That is correct.
And I noticed on the sign it says Honda Power Sports. So it kind of takes in all sorts of. You don't sell lawnmowers over there.
Not anymore. We used to, but we do sell all Honda motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, water pumps, and generators.
Now, tell the folks what a side-by-side is.
Side-by-side is the new utility vehicle that is a two-seater that can be driven. It's similar to a Jeep or a small truck. It's a side-by-side vehicle that you're sitting in.
Side by side, just like you would in a regular car.
Okay, now it's almost hunting season, so I know you guys are swamped with business. What do you, if you've got an ATV, it hadn't been out for maybe a few months, or as some people like hadn't been out since last year at hunting season, what do you want to do to it to get it going?
We want to bring it by and let us do a walkthrough on it and tune it up for you, change the oil, possibly the spark plug, make sure the tire pressure is correct. Just give it a good once over so that when you're out there in the field, you're not going to get stuck where you don't want to be stuck.
Well, ATVs have gotten so popular because they'll just go anywhere. You can just load them in the back of the truck, and you don't have to tear up your daily driver, your pickup truck. You can go out there and go anywhere you want on your ATV. What does Honda have? What's real popular sellers for Honda?
Right now, the biggest thing that we've got is the new Ranchers, which are 420 fuel-injected, water-cooled ATV.
420 cc's?
420 cc's, that's correct. And that is the number one selling ATV line in the world. It's again, it's a 420 that's fuel-injected. It's low maintenance. It'll take you anywhere you want to go. You can get it from a two-wheel drive version all the way up to a four-wheel drive automatic with independent suspension.
Well, I know that's actually kind of not a sport model. That's really kind of a work ATV also. So it's something you can actually put accessories on and do things with it besides hunting, right?
Oh yes, you can. People hook up trailers to them. They use around the ranch to take out deer feeders or to do fence posts. They also use them for hauling hay, putting corn out in the corn feeders for the deer. Anything that you really need it to do, this ATV is ready to go.
Now, what is something like a Rancher? What do they sell for? Where do they start?
They start at $4,100, and they go up from there depending on the way you want it set up.
That's chump change for you, Mike.
Oh yeah, right. But honestly, one thing about them, I mean, one of my ATVs is a '98 model. One of them, and these things last forever. It isn't like they ever really wear out. As long as you maintain them, they go forever. So that $4,100 can get stretched out for a long time. And
amortized, I think.
Actually, it is a Honda too, so it's going to last a long time, right?
That's for sure. It's a lot easier to explain a little more cost up front than it is every time you got to take it in for service.
Sure.
Say, speaking of service, I got a question for you. So you got the ATV that really hasn't been running right. You can't get the thing started. Whatever. Well, I can't drive it here. How am I going to get it to the dealership?
You can bring it in your truck. We have covered drop-off and delivery. The only dealership in this part of the state that has that. And we have some very talented service technicians and service writers that will actually go over the vehicle with you, help you get it unloaded if you need it, and get you taken care of.
Right. Now also, you guys being a power sports dealer, you get the cool bikes before the other guys get them, right?
That's correct. We're the only level 5 powerhouse dealership in this part of the state, and therefore we get newer models before anybody else. We also get more of a limited edition, so that the customers can get in and sit on them and feel them and see them and touch them. And we even do demo rides on ATVs and street bikes.
Here at the dealership.
Here at the dealership, we have a 2-acre test track facility out behind the dealership. If you're not sure what's going on and you're not sure what it is that you want to buy before you buy anything, you better come test drive a Honda.
Wow. Is that cool or what?
I wish that I had that old Honda 50 that I drove back in the 1960s. I'm showing my age, but you ever see any of those?
Yeah, actually I did a state inspection on a 1969 Dream the other day. It was in just
305 Dream.
Oh, it was gorgeous.
Yeah. Oh, they actually made a 160 Dream too.
It was the 305.
Ah, wow, those are great. That's a good old thing. I remember when the mini 1250s were street legal. Although you'd be, it was like death on two wheels, but still on the road. But they were legal.
Well, not to interrupt, but I do have to shout out to the local
Yes.
Ford dealers in town. Ford is the best in Texas.
Yes, they are.
Thank you.
All right, now, Mike, what else? What do we have? What's Honda got new out there? I know they got a new Goldwing.
Yes, the Goldwing went through a minor redesign for 2012. They upgraded the navigation system and sound system. They changed the suspension, which actually makes the bike perform even better than it did before, which is hard to believe.
Sure.
And changed the body configuration and the layout of the bags a little bit in the rear, and just really upgraded it, kind of more of an evolution and revolutionary changes.
Did you actually say something about GPS on the motorcycle?
You betcha. Honda, depending on the platform that you get on the Goldwing, you can get anywhere from the base model, which has the audio system and the comfort package, which is heated seats and grips, all the way up to the only manufacturer that puts an airbag system on a motorcycle.
An airbag. You don't want to use it, I promise, but you can.
Unbelievable. I had no clue.
Yes. Honda actually spent 10 years in development to come up with the airbag system, and it's been applauded by the Insurance Institute as something that's extremely effective, and you actually get a 10% discount on your motorcycle insurance when you purchase an airbag.
Well, you know, for the first time I actually got to, Mike gave me a tour of his old Goldwing, and it's still very, very nice.
Yeah.
I was shocked at the size of the engine on that thing. It's like a car.
1,800 cc's, yeah.
Nowadays it is an 1,800cc engine, which is a 1.8 for most people's terminology. And it runs smooth. It's a flat 6. It's the power to weight ratio of the bike is incredible, and it has good acceleration, no problems passing or anything. You can take that anywhere in the world you want to go.
Wow.
Well, an 1,800cc 6-cylinder, that's like an Acura engine or a Subaru flat 6, and on a motorcycle. So instead of a 3,000-pound car, it's a 900-pound motorcycle.
That is
Unbelievable. Yeah. It's truly a wonder that I was really shocked at the fact that you get on the thing, and though it feels extra heavy, it certainly is balanced well. It doesn't pull you to one side or the other, just sitting still.
That's correct, Don. We use what's known as mass centralization on all Honda motorcycles, and that's where they bring the weight of the vehicle to the center line of the bike and then push it as low as possible in the vehicle so that it has an extremely neutral feel to it.
I mean, you just think that the thing is so huge that it would be really difficult to maneuver the thing, but it's not. Did you tell me that yours has a reverse on it?
Yes, they have a reverse.
It has a reverse on a two-wheel motorcycle. Go figure. I would have never guessed that.
Well, when you're trying to back up and there's gravel down there and you got little legs, it's hard to do that.
Wow. Do you have to use the clutch to put it in reverse?
No, the clutch is completely electronic. It's standard on all the Goldwings, and it can help you out in some interesting situations.
No doubt. Yeah, exactly. Mike was telling me that he took his all the way up to Colorado.
Sure. I mean, you see the police with them, and they have 160,000 miles on one policeman we were talking to, and it's just broken in.
Wow. Absolutely unbelievable. Honda of Houston's Mike Blair. Mike, thanks so much for stopping by this morning.
Don, Mike, it's been a pleasure.
All right, thanks so much again. And coming up, we've got our Drive at Home segment, Mike's car of the week, the VW Jetta GLI.
TDI.
Huh?
GLI TDI.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
It's got more letters behind it?
PMS and whatever, I don't know.
You're listening to In Wheel Time with Mike Herzing. This is moi, Don Armstrong, on News Talk 1070 KNTH.